An NBC conspiracy theorist puts on his favorite tinfoil hat to tell us Rashawn Slater's injury was avoidable. Blake Snell is pitching like he has to make up for all the strikeouts he missed earlier in the season. And Dak Prescott tells the Rams he will see them in the NFC title game because he can afford the tickets or something. Good morning. I'm James. And this is your daily dose of sports and snark for the greatest sports city in the world, Los Angeles. This is the Blair Witch edition of the Faithful Angelenos Morning Report. It is August 11, 2025. As soon as I'm done with this clip, heading to the airport, taking the red eye home, and I can't wait. Hey, do you like being in the know about LA sports? Well, if you do, click the like button. Click the subscribe button. There's a notification bell. Hit that. It'll let you know when we drop an update. Sharing is caring. Let people know we exist. By all means, comment. And yes, you can comment about my hair. But before we go through the news and notes, a quick look at the scoreboard. Toronto 5, Dodgers 4. That was unimpressive. Chargers 27, New Orleans 13 in a preseason match. Seattle 4, Galaxy 0. Thanks for showing up, guys. Woof. And the Sparks edge Seattle 94-91. Meanwhile, today, the Dodgers are at the Angels. That game starts at 6:30. What do you say we get to the news? Mike Florio is not one to be trusted. The big problem with him, his skinny little butt has been on NBC for decades now, but he often exaggerates his hot rumors on the Sunday Night Football pregame coverage. So because of that, take what I'm about to tell you with a grain of salt and a fistful of shrooms, because it's going to annoy the daylights out of you if you're a Chargers fan. Florio's claiming that Rashawn Slater's injury was preventable. He's claiming that a league source told him that when a player is in a contract negotiation and not a full participant in practice, the data suggests that the player is more likely to get injured. There has to be an adjustment period in order to get up to speed. So, voila, his knee explodes. Then Florio claims, quote, the data should not be dismissed, wagging his brittle little finger. Now, did he show any of us this data? Nope. But even if he produced a dossier the size of the Mueller Russia investigation, we should do the right thing and dismiss the data. Here's why. Look at that clip of Rashawn Slater and you tell me anything that Slater or his Chargers teammates did that would have caused that injury. Tell me that Rashawn Slater didn't do anything that you and I wouldn't have done if we were in the process of going to the bathroom. Because from what I saw in the clip, he took 2 steps back, looked to the left, and fell. Wasn't hit, wasn't chop blocked. You can call it the fault of not having your contract completed all you want. But those of us in the real world see Slater as a guy who has undergone multiple major injuries and, wait for it, had a freak accidents. So no, I do not believe for one moment that Rashawn Slater, that this could have been avoided. Because if this could have been avoided, then it's somebody's fault. And you can talk all you want about chargering. And there's a lot of reasons to talk chargering. And you can sit there and say, well, Jim Harbaugh has a problem in San Francisco. Jim Harbaugh has a problem when he left Michigan. No. Don't feed me that line that Rashawn Slater's injury was avoidable. He backpedaled. Happens all the time. It's not a good idea to read too much into preseason games, speaking of the Chargers. Hopefully we all agree with that. But the Chargers have to be at least somewhat happy with third-round pick Jamari Caldwell. The defensive tackle, very noticeable in the Hall of Fame game, and followed that up Sunday with 4 tackles and a sack. Now, let's not get ahead of our skis and say that this guy is the heir apparent to Poona Ford. We don't know that yet. And Poona Ford reinvented the Chargers defense on the fly. But Caldwell wants a role, and it's looked like he's going to earn it. The Rams and Chargers canceled a dual practice for later this week. The Bolts simply have too many injuries, and honestly, it's the right call. Everybody likes to claim somebody chickened out of this, that, or the other. It's the right call because you don't, even the Rams would agree with this, you don't want to amass injuries in something as stupid as training camp. And it's more than just Slater. It's more than just Najee Harris. It's Branson Taylor. It's Dante Jackson. It's the right call. So a lot of Chargers news. Feel free to let me know what you think. And once again, you can let me know what you think about my hair. Snellzilla is a horrible nickname, but I'm going to put up with it if he keeps pitching like he did over the weekend at Chavez Ravine. Blake Snell was just limited to 90 pitches over the course of 5 innings, right? 90 pitches. Strikes out 10. The guy's pitched only 2 starts since coming back from shoulder problems that started in April. Yeah, he allows 3 runs in the first start over in Tampon Bay, but he had 8 strikeouts then too. In other words, put the 2 together, 18 strikeouts and just 3 runs allowed over the course of 10 innings. And by the way, Toronto, no joke, you absolutely would take that. Now, Snell told the Scribes that his shoulder actually hurt before he even signed the contract with the Dodgers. He said he was trying to force the issue in spring training, which is what led to the long-term injury. Also, he says his fastball is fading over the course of his 2 starts because he's still not completely fit. Now, overall, the Dodgers have to be overjoyed with this. They already lead the division, right? So you lose a guy like that for a few months at the start of the year. Would you rather do that at the start of the year or now? The Dodgers are getting the guy they imagined that they were going to get all along. And this matters. We know the Dodgers are going to make the playoffs. Yeah, the lead in the West is 2. Nobody thinks they're going to miss the playoffs because they're not. The question is, how do you repeat? Because you can't have a 2-man rotation like you did last year and a bunch of bullpen games and expect that to be sustainable. So now they have a pitching staff worthy of repeating. You're looking at Snell, Tyler Glasnow, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, all of them healthy. If you want a 4-man roto in the playoffs, then you're sitting there going, well, do we want Clayton Kershaw or Shohei Ohtani? That's a good problem to have, guys. After the Rams clocked Dallas in an utterly meaningless exhibition game, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott got all in his feels and told Rams owner Stan Kroenke in a social media clip, "We'll meet y'all in the NFC Championship." Oh, really? Haven't been to the NFC title game in 29 years. Have the Cowboys. But book it, Dano. Dallas versus the Rams in the NFC title game. And then it occurred to me while I was looking at this, I've never seen Stan Kroenke laugh. It wouldn't surprise me if the clip extended just about 3 more seconds that Stan Kroenke would have laughed so hard that he would have vomited all over Dak Prescott's feet. I'm sure Stan Kroenke laughs every time he thinks about leaving St. Louis for a real city. Dallas versus the Rams in the NFC Championship game. If that actually happened, Stan Kroenke wouldn't be laughing. He would do about 5,000 cartwheels up and down the turf at SoFi. Because Dallas being in that game means Philadelphia isn't. Forgot about the Eagles. Nobody wants to remember the guys who actually won the damn Super Bowl last year. All right. Galaxy midfielder Ricky Puig, who was an MVP candidate in MLS, posted, of course, obviously recovering from major knee surgery, posted a photo on social media with the caption, "Hold on, I'm coming." Now, all dirty jokes aside, People are splicing that photo apart like it's an episode of Forensic Files. And there is a theory going around. He was holding a soccer ball that had the Leagues Cup photo. Well, obviously he wasn't playing Sunday, hence that booty whipping out at Dignity Health Sports Park. But the Galaxy's next Leagues Cups match is August 20th. So there's that. You let me know what you think, of course, in the comments thread. Talk to me about whether you think Rashawn Slater's injury could have actually been avoided. For that matter, Blake Snell, are you seeing him as the key to a Dodger playoff run? And if you enjoyed this update, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelenos. We talk about LA sports every single day here, no matter how goofy the conditions. Thank you for watching. I'm James. We'll be back tomorrow after I visit a barber. Faithful Angelenos is a Kian Cortel Queso production. Take care.